In this video, we will discuss the research contributions of major historical figures in psychology. Let's begin with Mary Whiton Calkins, one of the first female graduate students in psychology. She studied under William James. She took his graduate seminar at Harvard University in 1890. Although she completed the requirements to earn her PhD, Harvard refused to give her the degree because she was female. Harvard would only offer her a doctorate from its undergraduate sister school, Radcliffe. Calkins felt that this decision perpetuated unequal treatment of the sexes, so she refused the Radcliffe degree. Regardless, Calkins continued her research on memory. She invented a widely used technique for studying memory and became one of the most prominent psychologists of her time. Her influential research into memory helped her become the first female president of the APA, American Psychological Association. The second person we will discuss is Charles Darwin. He provides two major contributions to psychology. The first one is the evolutionary approach to psychology. The evolutionary approach to psychology assumes that the behavior and mental processes of animals and humans today are also the results of evolution through natural selection. Charles Darwin observed that species change over generations. When these changes helped individuals of a species adapt to an environment, the individuals were more likely to survive and reproduce, and therefore to pass along those changes to their offspring. This process is called natural selection, and it is the basis of evolution. Natural selection explains how the human mind has evolved to help people adapt to their environments and bear children who are also more likely to survive. Darwin's principle of evolution by natural selection helped provide a scientific footing for psychology. The principle links humans to the rest of the biological world and explains the origin of brain mechanisms that promote the individual's survival and reproduction. His second contribution is the extension of the evolution theory. It can be referred to as the evolutionary theory of emotion. In a book titled The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals, Darwin illustrated how evolutionary thinking can contribute to a scientific understanding of human behavior. He argued that the basic forms of human emotional expressions, such as laughing and crying, are inherited, as are those of other animals, and may have evolved because the ability to communicate one's emotions or intentions improves one's chances of survival. Charles Darwin observed that some facial expressions seem to be universal. He proposed that these expressions are genetically determined and passed on biologically from one generation to the next. The facial expressions seen today, said Darwin, are those that have been most effective at telling others something about how a person is feeling. The last person we will talk about is Dorothea Dix. Dorothea Dix was an American advocate on behalf of the indigent mentally ill. In Middle Ages, people with psychopathology were often removed from society. They were placed in overcrowded institutions called asylums. The treatments they received included starvation, beatings, and isolation. In 1793, Philippe Pinel, a French physician, argued that treatments should be based on what actually works to reduce psychopathology. Pinel removed patients from their chains and ended physical punishment. He began what came to be known as moral treatment, which involved close contact with patients and careful observation of them. Pinel's kinder approach gained a foothold. The Massachusetts schoolteacher Dorothea Dix promoted moral treatment in America. A national network of state-funded mental hospitals started to emerge in the 1840s through the efforts of Dorothea Dix. She created the first generation of American mental asylums. This is the end of today's video. If you find this video important, please give us a like. And also don't forget to